with Read to Me, Mrs. C. Learning through reading is fun. Yippee! So let's open a book and we'll have an explore. The more that we read will mean you're learning more. Welcome, my friend, to Read to Me, Mrs. C. Hey, have you subscribed to my page yet? If you haven't, please do so now so you can have access to all of the books that I read. All right, my friend, we're not going to waste any more time. Let's get reading today's story now. Today's story is published by Harper Publishing. Friends, have you ever felt like you always have to be perfect and take care of everyone else? Well, today's story is all about an egg who feels that way. It's called The Good Egg, and it's written by Jory and Pete Oswald. As we read, let's think about how we take care of ourselves and how it's okay not to be perfect. Are you ready? Let's crack into this excellent story.
Oh, hello. I was just rescuing this cat. Know why? Because I'm a good egg. A very good egg. It's true. I do all kinds of good things. Like, I'll carry your groceries. I'll water your plants. I'll change your tires. I'll paint your house. If you need any help whatsoever, I'm your egg. I've always been a good egg. It's been this way from the start, even in my earliest days back at the store. There were a dozen of us living together under one recycled roof. There was Meg, and Peg, and Greg, and Clegg, and Shell, and Shelley, and Sheldon, and Shelby, and Egbert, and Frank, and other Frank. The other 11 eggs weren't on their best behavior. They weren't exactly good. They ignored their bedtimes. They only ate sugary cereal. They threw tantrums. They cried for no reason, and they broke their stuff on purpose. Meanwhile, I had to take charge. I tried to fix their bad behavior. I tried to keep the peace because I was a good egg. A very good egg. Nobody seemed to care, though. Every night I was exhausted. My head felt scrambled. Then, one fateful morning, I noticed some cracks in my shell. They were everywhere. Yikes! My doctor said it was from all the pressure I was putting on myself. The pressure of making sure everybody was as good as me. I was cracking up, literally. Something had to change. I'd had enough.
Golly, our good egg is trying so hard to make everything right. But did you notice how that's making him feel? He's tired and starting to crack. Let's keep reading to find out how he learns to take care of himself. Remember, being a good egg doesn't mean you have to be perfect.
I told Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelley and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and other Frank that I was leaving. I can't be the only good egg in a bad curtain, I said. Blah, 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 they replied. I left that night. I wandered from town to town. The hours became days. The days became weeks. I lost track of time. I was alone. Out there on the road under the stars, I really tried to focus on myself and what I needed. I took walks. I read books. I floated in the river. I wrote in my journal. I found simple moments to be quiet. I breathed in. I breathed out. I even started painting. For once, I found time for myself. And guess what? Little by little, the cracks in my shell started to heal. My head no longer felt scrambled. I started to feel like myself again. So I've made a big decision. I'm returning to my old curtain and my friends. Besides, I'm kind of lonely out here. This time, I know what I need to do. I'll try not to worry so much. I'll be good to my fellow eggs while also being good to myself. Here we go. Everybody missed me. I missed them too. Hello, Meg. Howdy, Peg. Hey, Craig. Greetings, Clegg. What's up, Shell? Aloha, Shelly. Hey ho, Sheldon. Hi, Shelby. Good day, Egbert. What's happening, Frank? Howdy do, other Frank. Sure, every once in a while, somebody's still a little bit bad, but it's not like before. Here's what I realized. The other eggs weren't perfect, and I don't have to be either. I'm okay with that. Yep, the old curtain is back together. We're a solid dozen again. It's good to be home. What a great story! The good egg learned that taking care of yourself is just as important as helping others. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. It's okay to take breaks, to sometimes say no, and focus on what makes you happy.
I sure hope you enjoyed today's story. And if you can tell the story to somebody else using your own words, that's a great way to remember this story. Okay, my friend, until I see you again, help me say it. Keep on reading.